So here's a first look of my new bike. It's a 2025 Kayo K6 EFI. I say new, I did end up buying it like 5 or 6 months ago, but the weather here in Virginia has been trash. The snow, the ice have been awful, and everything is now starting to melt. It's a beautiful Sunday, or Saturday rather, afternoon, and the temperature's in the high 60s, and it's perfect. So I kind of want to do just a first look video at a bike that I have somewhat recently bought. I still have my CRF 250F. It is not currently in my possession. My father has it, but it is still technically my bike. I have the title, and I'm going to hang on to it. Whenever he's done with it, he's going to give it back. It's kind of like a long-term, like he can have it as long as he doesn't sell it kind of deal. But he'll be holding on to it for a while. He's maybe in his mid-50s, but he's still pretty young, especially at heart, and he still gets around really good, like better than people who are half his age, actually, a lot of times. So this is it. It's a Kayo K6 EFI. It's fuel injected, liquid cooled. It's made in China, imported by USA Motortoys. Think GPX and Kove, Kayo. They're all kind of sister companies. They're all related. They all share a lot of parts. But I got this for a steal, $3,600 out the door at a dealership in Fredericksburg, Virginia, and I do not regret buying it at all. I kind of wish I had bought its two-stroke counterpart instead, but this has still been quite a phenomenal bike. The big first impression I had was at the Hatfield McCoy Trail. So I bought this to ride those trails last November. I bought it a couple weeks before the trip because I kind of needed another bike last minute and didn't have a ton of money to spend, so I went to a dealership and bought one of these. My father had the option to take this or the CRF. He picked the CRF, which is fine. Lower seat height, much more approachable power delivery, easier to ride. It's a perfect bike for him. He's got a lot of experience riding, but he's just getting older, and it's just easier to ride. So I have this. This is in my stable now, and I don't regret buying it at all. It's a fantastic bike. It handled that weekend well at the Hatfield McCoy Trails, like shockingly well. We did a ton of miles, probably a couple hundred miles overall over the length of the trip. I probably put a good 20-25 hours of riding in it just on that trip. Yeah, so I put the bike through its paces, and I beat the snot out of it. I wrecked it once pretty good on a snow and ice covered rocky hill climb. Ate it pretty hard, but the bike, bounced across the ground for probably a good 10-15 foot. I jumped back up, picked it up. It fired right up without any hesitation and took right off back up the trail. So pretty surprising quality wise, how decent it is. So as far as first impressions go, it does well in my book. Really looking forward to riding this bike some more, and I have a ton of modifications I'm going to make to it. I've made some already. I'm going to highlight those in a future video, and I'm also going to do some positives and negatives. But overall, super happy with this bike, and I am excited to modify it and ride it this year, and see how good I can make this, especially seeing how it stacks up to its Japanese and European counterparts. Now, kind of a spoiler, it's definitely not as good as those, but for what it is, it's pretty dang decent. So stay tuned.